We'll discuss that. So by using this ternary, let us discuss one more program of write a Java program to print biggest of three different numbers using ternary. In interviews, they may put a condition. We have to write a program by using ternary only, or we have to write a program by using switch only, or if only, or for loop only, or while loop only. They may put it. That's why we should be aware of this one. That's the reason we'll discuss about it. Before we go for writing a logic using ternary or using if else, we'll discuss both possibilities. So first, what is understanding? How do you say if A and B and C are three different numbers, then how do we conclude which is biggest in a general real life scenario? Biggest. Then how do you write it as a program? If A is greater than B, if A is greater than B, can we say A is biggest? No. We have to write one more condition. Correct or not? Out of these two, if this is true, then who is bigger? A is bigger. Then B is in the game or B is out of the game? If this is true, B is out of the game. Correct or not? Then who are there in the game? If this is true, B is out of the game. Then who are there in the game? A and C is there. That's why next check A and C. If A is also greater than C, then what's the conclusion? A is biggest. Correct or not? I'm not using print statement, but A is biggest. If this is false, then who is biggest? Why we can't conclude? Here, who are there in the game? A and C. Then if this is true, A is bigger. If this is false, C is bigger. Where is C? C is out of the game. Correct or not? Yeah. Then if this is false, what's alternate? If this is false, who is out of the game? A is out of the game. Then who are there? B and C only. Why A again? A again. A story is over. If B is greater than C, what is the conclusion? B is biggest. Yes or no? Yes or no? Then if this is also false, then who is there in the game? Only C is there. C is biggest. If you are writing that by checking with one number with two other numbers every time, if you are writing such type of logic, then you will be the last person in the interview to be selected. Will be last person. That logic is like LKG logic. So you have to write the clever way. So this is the fastest way of giving the output also. So this is by using if conditions. Correct or not? Did you understand this? Any doubt in this? So if A is greater than B, if this is true, we are assuming that, then B is out of the game. Then only A and C is the next comparison. That's why we are comparing A and C. If this is also true, then A is bigger. If this is false, C is bigger. Correct? Then if this is false, that means A greater than B is false. It means what? B is bigger. That's why A is out of the game. Then only B and C are there. We can compare, conclude B. If this is also false, then C is biggest. So these are outer if else conditions, and this is a nested conditions for first if only. This is a correct way of writing the biggest of three numbers program. Fastest way. Understood? You can use 100 approaches. Okay, we'll get the outputs. But which is the best program or fastest way of giving the output and least memory consumption is the best program. Yeah, if you think the other way of writing the same program is faster in giving the output, you analyze it where JVM goes for each scenario and in how many steps your program is giving output, in how many steps this program is giving the output. Yeah, then you will understand which is fastest. Yeah. So this is by using if else we have to write the program. And how do you write the same thing by using ternary? Our condition is ternary. So first, what to compare first? I'm writing by using ternary. Which to compare first? A and B, right? A greater than B. Then there is a question mark. Then what is that? If this is true, then there is a expression 1. Correct or not? If this is false, then there is a expression 2. Correct or not? Yes. Then if this is true, what's next thing to check? So again, we have to check that A greater than C. Correct? If this is true, what's the conclusion? A is big or biggest, whatever. Then if this is false, what is the conclusion? If this is false, C is biggest. C is big. Correct? If this is false, if this is true, then this is a scenario. Correct? If this is false, then what to be compared? If this is false, where is that? Here we are. What do we have to compare? B greater than C or not. If this is true, then what's the conclusion? B is biggest. Then, since it's a string, that double quotes. If this is false, C is biggest. That's it. Yeah. Colon S. So here also we are using. So this entire thing, you write in one print statement, then this is a one line of program for biggest of three numbers also. Yeah. Now you're feeling some difficult, right? That's why ternary is tough. Which is easy. This only easy. It is easy. But for example, if you have to add one more nested, inside is one more ternary, then does it look so simple? So we have to think correctly, then ternary will be much, much easier actually. Got it? Yeah, that's it. So this is about ternary, and switch is very, very important. So we will continue that about switch in our tomorrow's class.